welcome to this beginner's yoga class. For this class you don't need to have had any past experience with yoga and you don't need any fancy equipment, just a mat or a space in your house. And when you're ready, come to a comfortable cross-legged position. From here, extend the left leg. Bring the right foot to the inside of your left thigh, left hand to inside left leg. Take a big inhale, lift the ribcage away from the hips. As you do so, reach the right arm over towards the left foot. Let the head and neck relax. Take a deep inhale, lift the ribs away from the hips and open the torso so there's a slight twisting action. With every inhale, finding length, lifting the torso, and with each exhale, opening the chest a little bit more. Stay for one more full breath in. Exhale completely. Lower the right arm and bring the left hand to cradle the head. Use the left hand to lift the head back into position. And then switch sides. Right leg extends, left foot comes to inside right thigh. Right hand to inside right leg. Take an inhale, lift the chest away from the hips. Reach the left arm over towards the right foot. Let the head and neck relax. Take a deep inhale, grow a little bit taller. And with the exhale, open up. With each inhale, moving the breath, lifting torso away from hips. And with each exhale, open the chest up. Staying for one more full breath in and a complete breath out. Lower the left arm. Bring the right hand to cradle the head and right hand lifts the head back into position. Come to an all fours position, otherwise known as tabletop. Bring the wrists below shoulders, knees hips width apart. With the inhale, let the belly lower. Bring the spine into a back bend. Gaze forwards. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Lift the belly button towards the ceiling. Look towards your knees or your belly. Inhale, the belly lowers, reversing the motion. The spine dips, look forwards. Exhale, rounding, pressing through hands and knees. Inhale to lower, roll the shoulders back, pull the chest forwards. Exhale to round, lifting the back of the heart. Once more, inhale to lower, opening the heart. Exhale to round, press the floor away. Inhale, come back to a neutral position. Reach the right arm up, twist as you open. Exhale, thread right arm under left, lower the shoulder, lower the right ear. And walk the left hand towards the top of the mat, coming to thread the needle. Take a few moments here, allow yourself to completely soften into the ground. And I know sometimes that can be challenging when postures are uncomfortable. So focus on the breath. With each inhale, staying exactly where you are. And with each exhale, see if you can let go another layer of tension. Relaxing a little bit more. Taking one more full breath in. Complete exhale. Bring the left hand back in towards the face. Press through the floor and counter twist. Reach right arm back up. Inhale. Exhale, lower right hand. Switching sides. Inhale, left arm lifts. Twist as you open. Exhale, thread left under right. Lower the shoulder, lower the ear. And the right hand walks to the top of the mat. Let yourself soften with each exhale. Allowing yourself to be completely supported. Staying for 2 more full breaths. Then at the end of the second exhale, a right hand walks in. Press through the floor. Reach the left arm back up, counter twist. Exhale, lower the left hand. From here, begin to shift the weight forwards over the wrists. And then shifting the weight back so the hands get a little lighter. And then beginning to get a little bit more creative. So you can continue to go forwards and backwards. And then maybe going in diagonal motions. Just sending a little bit more weight into the wrists, into the knuckles and fingertips. And preparing the wrists to bear our weight as we progress through the practice. And you can really get as creative as you like here, drawing figures of 8 with the body. And just exploring what feels good for you. So there's never one right way. There are many different ways. And slowly come back to center. Tuck the toes. Begin to press through the fingertips. Lift the knees. Begin to lift the hips. As you do so, press through the hands so you send more weight into the feet. Tuck the chin towards the chest, and it may be that your down dog is here. And over time you can begin to extend the legs. The heels may stay off the ground, and that's absolutely fine. And over time the hamstrings will begin to open up and the heels may even ground. Begin to pedal out the legs, bending one leg and then the other. Maybe swinging the hips from side to side, feeling into areas of tension. Staying with your steady breath. Settling back into stillness, look forwards. Step the feet towards the hands. And fold down. Bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Tuck the chin to the chest. Begin to sway from side to side. Find ragdoll. And from here you can shift a little bit more weight into the toes and then back into the heels. Just feeling for the hamstrings beginning to awaken. Breathing deeply. Release the hands. Round the spine very slowly, as slow as you can, begin to roll yourself up. Coming all the way to stand and slowly roll shoulders down the back. Exhale as you soften, come to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up and the gaze can follow. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forwards, keeping the spine long. Come down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, chest parallel to the ground, flat back. Exhale, lower the hands. Step the right foot back, lower the right knee. We're aiming for aligning the front knee on top of the ankle, and the back foot can stay tucked or untucked. I prefer untucked. Inhale, arms lift. Tuck the tailbone, press through the front foot, press through the back knee. And grow a little bit taller. Lift the torso away from the hips. Stay for 2 more full breaths. Exhale, lower the hands. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Step back to plank pose. Align the shoulders over the wrists. Press through the floor so you lift the back of the heart. Keep the gaze a few inches ahead of the fingertips, sort of in between each hand. So the neck is in a neutral position. Take a full breath in. With the exhale, shift forwards, lower the knees. Look about 30 centimeters ahead of you. Keep shifting forwards. Begin to bend the elbows and with control, lower the belly, lower the chest, lower the chin. Walk both hands forwards, elbows under shoulders. Press through the forearms, lift the chest. Keep the gaze low so head and neck is relaxed. And for anyone with lower back sensitivity, I find it really helps to separate the feet slightly. Begin to tuck the tailbone so you lengthen the low back. Press through the forearms and pull low ribs forward. So we create as much space for the lumbar spine, the bottom of the spine as possible. And this is where we often compress in back bends, which creates that jamming sensation. Take another full breath in. Exhale, soften the chest. Bring hands below shoulders, tuck toes. Press all the way up to tabletop. Peel the knees away, lift the hips. Shift the weight back into the feet, coming to downward facing dog. Taking a moment to settle in, making any little adjustments that you feel necessary. And then look forwards. Step the right foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee. Align front knee on top of ankle. Inhale, arms up. And I didn't mention this last time, but for anyone with sensitive knees, you can pad out the bottom knee. So you can place a blanket or something soft underneath your knees if they're feeling a little bit tender. Keep the tailbone tucked, draw the belly button towards the back. Reaching up through the arms. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower hands, frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Step back plank pose. This time we'll take it a little bit faster. Look forwards, shift forwards, lower the knees. Keep shifting forwards as you bend the elbows, lower the body. Bring the hands forwards, elbows under shoulders. Making any adjustments with the legs like before. Take a full breath in and lift the chest, pull the chest forwards. Exhale, lower down, hands below shoulders, tuck toes. Press all the way through to downward facing dog. Stepping into the feet, look forwards. Step the feet to the hands. Fold forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides and overhead. And exhale, hands come to heart center in prayer. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, lower the hands. Step the left foot back. Lower the left knee. Low lunge. Inhale, arms up. This time bring the hands into prayer and prayer to heart center. Lift the torso away from the hips. Take an inhale, twist to the right side. As you begin to twist, you may begin to feel a little bit more wobbly. It's okay. Squeeze the thighs together. If you'd like to take it one step further, you can take left elbow to outside right knee. Let the head and neck relax. The hands don't have to stay in prayer here. A great way to help you find a little bit more of a twist here is to keep the right hand as it is. Bring left hand into a fist. And you can press the right hand into the left. Roll the right shoulder back. And begin to access a little bit more rotation. Stay for 2 more breaths. Bring hands back to prayer. Lift elbow away from the knee, come back through center. Lower the hands to frame the back foot. Tuck the back foot, lift the back knee. Edge the back foot a little further forwards and lower the heel completely. And bring the foot onto an angle. Bend the front knee on top of the ankle. Inhale, arms lift, warrior 1. And it may be that you play around with the distance between the feet. So you want to be grounded through both heels. Hips are square, so the hips face forwards. Take a full breath in. Lift up through the torso. Press down through both feet. With the next exhale, open out to the sides. Align the back foot so the instep is in line with the front heel. And look to your side so the head is in neutral. And it may be that you can take the feet a little bit wider so the hips can sink. Front knee stays on top of the ankle. Open the front hands skywards. With an inhale, reach up and begin reaching back for reverse warrior. Let the head and neck relax, left ear draws towards the side. And with an exhale, come back through warrior two. Lower both hands to frame the front foot. Step back, plank pose. Looking forwards, take a full breath in. Shift forwards, lower the knees. Shift a little further forwards, elbows bend, lower down, modified chaturanga. This time keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back, press through the hands, lift the chest. Tuck the tailbone, pull low ribs forwards. Take another full breath in. Pull low ribs forwards, and with the exhale, soften down. Take the hands a little further back, press up for downward facing dog. Settle in and then step the left foot forwards. Low lunge, back knee lowers. Inhale, arms lift. Bring hands into prayer. Lift the ribcage away from the hips. Inhale, twist to the left side. Option to stay here, or option to bring right elbow to outside left knee. Hands can stay in prayer, or the right hand can come into a fist, and the left hand covers the right, almost like rock, paper, scissors. And the left hand is paper. Roll the left shoulder back. Draw the right ribs forwards, left ribs back and open. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Once more. Exhale completely. Bring hands back into prayer. Lift elbow away from knee, untwist the body. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe to lift the knee. Edge the foot a little further forwards and ground down through the back heel. Bring the back foot to an angle. Inhale, arms lift, body lifts. Take a moment to ground down through your stance. Draw the belly towards the spine, tuck the tailbone. Breathing deeply. Take a full breath in. With the exhale, open out to warrior two. So as if you were drawing a line from the front heel to the instep of the back foot. You may even edge the legs a little further apart. And then gaze to your side so the head is in neutral. Open the front palm. Inhale, reach up, come back. And the right hand can come to the back leg. Draw the right ear towards right shoulder. With the exhale, bring yourself all the way down. Step back to plank pose. From here, lower the knees. Let the hips go down to the heels. Walk the hands forwards, come to child's pose. Let the forehead lower to the ground. Take a few moments here just to slow everything down. Slow down the breath, the body, Begin to walk the hands in towards the knees. Lift yourself up to a comfortable kneeling position. Sit over on one side, swing the legs forwards. Then lower yourself all the way down to the back. Keep the knees bent. Bring the ankles out a little bit wider, so fingertips can reach for the backs of the heels. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Lift the right foot. Bring the hands underneath the right leg. You can interlace the fingers. And begin to draw right leg closer towards the body. So you begin to feel a little bit of a stretch through outside left hip. Taking long, steady breaths. And lowering the right foot down to the mat. Switching sides, lower the left foot. Cross right ankle over left knee. Lift the left foot and bring hands to the back of the left leg. Fingers can interlace. Begin to draw the left leg closer. So you begin to feel this through right side hip. Breathing deeply. Staying for 2 more full breaths. Beginning to let everything soften. Lower the left foot. Uncross the right ankle. Reach fingertips for backs of heels. Begin to press through the feet. Lift the hips, lift the lower back, mid-back. Shoulders will stay in connection with the ground as you come to bridge pose. From here you can use your hands underneath your hips for a little bit of support. Or if you feel like you're good, you can open the hands so palms face skywards. Keeping the head and neck in one position. Staying for 2 more breaths, pressing through the heels. Seeing if you can find a little bit of softness in the glutes. Take another full breath in. With the exhale, very slowly roll down the spine. Bring upper back, mid back, and then lower back down to the mat. Hug the knees in towards the chest. From here you can rock from side to side just to ease off the back. Maybe draw circles with the knees to work into the lower areas of the spine. And making any movements that you feel that you need to before coming to complete stillness. Let the legs go down to the mat, soften the arms either side of the body. Roll the shoulders down the back. And begin to let the whole body become a little bit heavier. Let the space beneath you completely support you. Bring your awareness to the softness of the breath. The rise and fall of the chest. The rise and fall of the belly. Finding a sense of filling up and a sense of letting go with each inhale and each exhale. Begin to relax the muscles in the face. the space between the eyebrows, the cheeks, and the jaw. Soften the neck, shoulders, back of the heart. Soften the arms, wrists, fingers, completely relaxed. Soften the belly. Relaxing the lower body, moving from the hips down each leg, completely supported, completely relaxed. And finally traveling down to the feet, letting everything soften. As you scan through the whole body, letting the breath wash over you, flow through you. Begin to deepen the breath. Introduce small movements to the fingers and toes, feeling for the space around you. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring yourself into a ball. And then roll over onto one side, supporting yourself with one hand. Press into the floor, lift yourself up. And as you come up with a soft head and neck. So the head and neck stay relaxed. Find your way to a comfortable seat. Thank you for joining me for class. Namaste.